how's it going? Sit down here. So it's time for a random ass vlog. I haven't done one of these in a while. I've actually been kind of searching for you know, when to do one and what to show and stuff like that. And well, the reason is I decided to do one right now is because I found a lot of stuff up in my garage. My garage has like 2 floors. It has, like, you know, the cars, and there's a ladder you go up to, and that's where like all the crap is. It's kind of like an attic, but it was like it was built on. You know, it wasn't like that when we got the house. So I found all this stuff in a box, like some old software, books, and stuff that I thought I'd like to show you guys. But that's not all we're gonna be talking about in this video. I also want to clarify some things. Give a final update on the Far Cry 3 trailer and like thoughts and stuff like that, but also some ideas that I have that I wanted to put forth here and see if you guys, you know, are interested in or interested in them or not. You know, get your feedback and opinion on those. So, I guess we should talk about, you know, it's random. So, what the hell? Okay, how to start this off? The last time I did a random ass vlog, here, let me, last time I did a random ass vlog, the internet's down here. Oh, also, can you guys let me know if the video actually looks different, like a little bit better, or a little bit like slightly better quality, because the videos that I've been doing with these phones, get the hell off my YouTube page, you kid. The videos I've been doing off on this camera, I've switched the quality to 720p fine quality. I had it on standard 720p, so this one's like a better kind of quality. I haven't done one since August 25th, so it's been like a month and a half since I've actually done a good random ass vlog, you know. And hopefully my video editing software will work for this, because I actually want to do to talk about a couple things and show some things as well. So I guess I could put the camera here. Hopefully you guys can see me. I put it here for the Dishonored review. All right, so so I guess all the stuff, maybe I should show that first. You know, let's just get it out of the way, and I can kind of think as I go along. It's funny because before I actually record these videos, I have the perfect imagination, like the perfect thought process of what I'm gonna be talking about, you know, in order. And like a lot of times, like when I was just driving today before I recorded this video, I was driving home. I was thinking to myself all the stuff, like I would be like, you know, the stuff I'd be talking about, and you know, like I was basically in my head, I was kind of going through all the stuff I would be talking about. So, and I was like presenting it so well and perfect. It was just like, you know, it was fun to listen to, you know, in my head. Of course, I was distracted, so, but I didn't hit anyone. But you know, I kind of had like this perfect idea of here, this is what I'm gonna talk about, and you know, it's gonna be in this order, and then, you know, it just never seems to happen on camera. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do it with the best I can with what I have. So I guess all this stuff I should show. So I bought all this stuff here. I'll show you guys the pile. So all this stuff I found in this drawer, and it was like some old stuff that I didn't know where it was, and it's a bunch of software manuals, some books and stuff like that. So I guess I'll show them off right now. So it's pretty cool. So here, the top of the list, we got Microsoft Office Home and Student 2007. Remember when this came out? Let me position the camera. I think this is actually my father's, because I didn't get my first computer till 2000, the summer of my birthday of 2008. All right, June 14th, 2008 was when I first got my computer, and you know, it was my very own computer. Of course, I had when I was like little, I used to play a lot of computer games on my parents' computer. The computer was actually in my room when I was like a little kid, because my room was it had like a desk. It, you know, it was slightly bigger, and it fit there. You know, it was an old Gateway Windows 98 computer. All right. Or was it Windows? Yeah, Windows 98. And I remember playing games on that. It was funny because the games, like, they're point and click games. It was like Freddy the Fish, Finding Nemo, The Little Mermaid, you know, all those cartoons that I used to watch. I remember getting all these games. Plus, I was into Yu-Gi-Oh cards for like a while. You know, I used to collect them and used to play them a lot until I stopped playing when I was like 11 or 12 or like 10. You know, I stopped playing at like a young age. Just lost interest. You know, but I had some PC games like that, and I just remembered I was playing those and stuff like that. So, but I didn't get my first computer till 2008. It was that HP computer that I had for a while. You've seen a couple of my videos. I actually brought that computer. I brought it over to the other house, which I use, you know, to like video edit and stuff like that. It's just like a basic HP desktop computer, you know. The only thing I upgraded was the graphics card. That was like the only thing. Just from it had like an onboard NVIDIA 6150 SC, I think the actual thing was called. So I upgraded to a 9500 GT. It was pretty good, except I didn't know too much about graphics cards at the time. And when I bought it, I didn't know that there was a required, like, you know, power source. So when I plugged the graphics card in, everything worked fine, but it kept flickering like on and off because it required at least 350 watts of power, and that computer only had 300 watts of power. So like I'd play like a game like Crisis, you play it for like 5 minutes, the screen would shut off, then it would shut on again, and then would keep shutting off and shutting on. The graphics card was becoming unresponsive, and I still have that graphics card in there. I can't even watch HD videos. Like any 720p videos I want to watch on YouTube, I can't. Like it'll flicker on and off. So there's a couple things I do want to talk about. That's some software and stuff that I'm going to be getting soon, and I am going to be talking about that later on in this vlog. Hopefully this will be like one video, or like if my editing software works on this computer, hopefully it will be one video. Just I mean a couple videos, but put it into one, because I got Vegas, remember, because Vegas wasn't working the last time, or last weekend at that other computer. All of a sudden it just decided to work. Like it was just random. Like I kept dragging in the video, right? Error, error, error. Oh, it accepted the file and everything. It's like, great. So it's like an unresponsive, spontaneous thing. When it wants to accept something, it'll accept something. So hopefully this Vegas will actually work. And everything will be fine based off of that. So, but I just had a... This is actually my father's, because my father had an old computer before I built him his other one, and there's really no significance to it. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't illegally download programs at all. I believe that, you know, people who make programs like Microsoft makes Office, Home, and Student, think about how much this benefits you. I mean, you should at least give them, you know, I know it's expensive, but don't be an asshole, you know? It's like people who like pirate games. It's like, I don't care how shitty the game is, someone put some time and dedication into there, all right? And believe me, there was probably one person in that studio that worked on that crappy game that actually did give a shit, but his position was not high enough to the point where he actually had an effective, or he actually, you know, had some say in the whole project himself. But maybe he was like the art designer. Maybe the game wasn't good, but the art design was good. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I only own legal copies of software because I'm white and I pay for things. So this is an actual legal copy of Microsoft Office Home and Student 2007, which I actually think this is past its install date, because you can only install it like 3 times. So I think I installed it like a lot. But anyway, that's one. What's next here? We got my PlayStation 3 manual, my safety and support. Now, remember I had the 80GB model, the PlayStation 3 80GB model, which is really my first hardcore console, because I had a Wii 6 months before, because I thought the Wii would be cool. You know, I was a little kid. I was like, wow, you know, look at all the people having fun. That was awesome. So I went out and with my sister and we combined our cash after doing a lot of focus groups, and we were able to, I remember calling GameStop. I'm like, do you guys have Wiis available? They're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, that's cool. So we went over there and we got a Nintendo Wii, and was the first, you know, next-gen console that we had for this era, even though the Wii isn't really that next-gen at all. But considering it a next-gen console, it was our first console, which is kind of funny, you know, because now I'm like, I don't play any games on it. But I just remember when I got my PlayStation 3, I was like, you know, I was pretty excited. So, and I was asking my dad for like a while. I kept, you know, saying, hey, can I get a PlayStation 3 for Christmas? You know, because remember, back then, a year after the PS3's release, they were like $500. My 8GB was $500, but there was a deal going around on Sony, which actually I think it persuaded him to buy it. That if he bought the 80 GB model came with MotorStorm for free. It was like a free game. You also, it was an exclusive deal at the Sony store. You also got a free controller and 5 free Blu-ray movies. So I told my dad, look, you get a free game when you automatically buy the console, plus I wanted Uncharted Drake's Fortune. And look, Dad, you get a free controller, you get 5 free Blu-ray movies. 5 free Blu-ray. Like, of course, there's select Blu-rays. I couldn't get like Casino Royale or anything like that on Blu-ray. But I got a couple good movies. Like, I got Pirates of the Caribbean, Swordfish, which I just watched recently for the first time. Like, sometimes when I'm bored, I'll just go watch some of those movies. But it was the first Pirates of the Caribbean, which I already saw 1,000 times, and I'm not really that big fan of it. I watched Swordfish, which I actually thought was a good movie. Flight of the Phoenix, which I haven't actually watched yet. It's still in the packaging. Like, it's funny. Flight of the Phoenix and that was the only movie I haven't watched it. But yeah, but Flight of the Phoenix, it's still in the plastic. All right, like in the packaging, and everything. I haven't opened it to even run it at all. It's funny. So, but it was those. There was American Psycho, the one with Christian Bale. That one I watched. It's weird. And then it was I think it was I think it was Ultraviolet. I'm not sure because if it was, I don't know where it went. I'm not entirely sure. I think it may. I'm not sure at all. I'm not sure if it was Ultraviolet, but you know, I saw a list of the movies and I was like, okay, those are really the only movies that I was interested in getting. And plus, you had to mail the thing, and so that you had to wait for the movies to get here. But it was fine because I wanted a PlayStation 3 for games. You know, I didn't want it for Blu-ray movies. It was an incentive. It was a good plus for me to further persuade my father to go and get the console for me. So, but here's the manual, I guess, to safety and support. The original manual that I have with it, it's actually a pretty good condition considering it's been in a box, you know. So, but it's funny, like, remember the old logo thing? It was written like that, like the Spider-Man text, and now it's just the PS3. So, safety and support. Yeah. Oh, what's up? What else? We have. Look at this. This is a pamphlet. This is a pamphlet from Microsoft when they first launched Windows Vista. All right. Look, all the different versions of Windows Vista in here. It was Windows Vista Home Basic, Home Premium, Business, and Ultimate. I had Home Premium automatically installed, but you know, I'm a software. I love software. I just do. It's just fun, I guess. When it works, it's fun. You know, like when stuff, you know, fails to work when you want it to work, like Vegas did, it can be frustrating. But everyone's like, Vista sucks, you know. And Vista, it's okay. You know, it's not the best operating system. I didn't have such a huge problem with it to the point where, like, I think really the main complaints were people with business and stuff like that. They just didn't like the program. I didn't have any huge problem with it. So really, it's just fine, you know. But it's just a pamphlet when they launched Windows 7. Look, all the Office software. Actually, speaking of Office software, actually right here I have Office Home Student 2010 because when I built my dad's computer and stuff, you know, when you build your own computer, just drop the stuff. When you build your own computer, you don't have software automatically installed. You know, of course you don't. So everything's clean and fresh. So my dad's computer didn't have it, my computer didn't have it, and then his laptop didn't have it. So my sister's laptop didn't have it either, but she got rid of her laptop and got an iPad instead. But he got, you know, Office Home. It's kind of funny. Look at the packaging differences. Now I actually like this better than this. This is a plastic hard. I mean, this looks nice. This looks. I mean, look. To open this, it slides out like that. It's cool. You just have to slide this thing up like that, and then it's like a plastic book, you know. So I don't know. I like the packaging better on 2007. But see how random this is? Isn't this great? Like, just you don't know what the hell's going on. But here's Office 2010, and incidentally down here, oh here it is. Here's Windows Vista. I'm sorry, Windows 7, not Vista. Windows 7 Professional. When I bought my computer, they gave me, I don't know why they didn't give me the official one. I would have actually preferred the official retail packaging, but they gave me just this thing, I guess. I mean, which is fine. Just Windows 7 Professional, which is the program I have installed on this computer right here. I wanted Professional because it was compatible with Windows XP programs. It actually ran it in Windows XP mode, so I wanted it for that reason, just in case any software I had might have become out of date, and just because it was like the middle, you know, range. So that's why. But Windows Vista pamphlet. Here is a book that you may see in libraries if you go over into like the computer section. Step-by-step Windows 7. When they first launched Windows 7 and stuff, I was I was just excited just because I really don't know why. It was software. I was excited because it was software, you know. So I somehow persuaded my dad to buy this book. How much was it? It was $25 for this book. I read it. I actually did read this, by the way. This whole thing. If I can, yeah, I actually did read this whole thing. All right, and it's not hard to read. I mean, look. There's pictures. There, homie. Look, there's a bunch of pictures up on there. Just pictures. It's not a lot of reading, but I read it before I even owned the program. It turns out I didn't actually have my hands on Windows 7 until earlier this year when I built my computer, you know? So everything else, it was just a waste of time, but I got this book. I read it. I just like these because they're just good reference guides. Like, if you need to know something important, like, you can always look up on the internet because everything's just right there on Google or Bing if you want to use it. I don't fucking Bing, man. But I guess if you like books, if you like to look like you're smart, then this is something to get. I just like the step-by-step brand. Like there's step-by-step, there's like how-to, and there's like a bunch of different books. I just like their step-by-step one. And this is, as you can see, this is the official Microsoft one. It says Microsoft Press on there, so it isn't a third party. Which is always good. I always like first-party brands over third-party brands. Let me turn the camera so you guys can see a little more. So that's the book. Next here is another software program for Office Outlook. Who the hell uses Outlook? So, does anyone even use Outlook anymore? Like, honestly, I mean, I know it's an email thing, right? Yeah, it's a business. It's business. I don't know anyone who uses Outlook. Like, organize and manage your contact, sales, marketing, project information, all within Outlook. Can you just do that on Excel? Can't you just do the same thing on Excel? Anyway, I guess my dad used it at some point, but here's the official thing. Like I said, I don't illegally download anything. There we go. Here's the disc. Official disc, where you can't copy anything. The product keys on the back. I only think this was installed once. Is this a 3 installed thing? I think this might be like a 3 times install. Hold on. You're not lend or make illegal copies. Yeah. I don't know, but my dad had it. So Microsoft Outlook. Who uses Outlook really? All right, here's something cool. Here is the official Windows XP operating system. Remember, I think a lot of people these days even still think Windows XP was the best operating system that Microsoft ever done. Or ever did. I haven't heard any complaints about Windows 7, so I'm not exactly sure. But everyone's like, Windows XP is the best, man. It's like everyone people who in business think it's the best, and just people like normal computer users think it's the best. It's just simple, I guess. But I have all the program software now. Except Vista. I don't have Vista, unfortunately, but that's fine. And I will talk about 8. I'm going to talk about Windows 8 later on. But Windows Professional, here it is. Windows XP Professional. Is the disc still in? I had the disc in here. Hold on. Yeah. Here's the disc. Look at the packaging for this thing. It's like a book. All your stuff right here. Here's your official disc, which was installed many times. Actually, I had some laptops in there that were running on Windows 2000. I just upgraded them to this, and I finally think I maxed out the amount of installs you're able to do on a Windows disc. So it's like deemed useless, but still, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's an upgrade disc. Includes Service Pack 2 version 2002. So Windows XP. There's actually a book in here too. I guess this is like a quick. Yeah, this is like a quick starter guide. I'm trying to get this quick starter guide. All right. After you installed it, you're supposed to look at this. This gives you like a brief overview. This is like color instruction manuals. It's like, look. look for the packaging. Look at the books that include this thing, and I mean, it's funny. It's it's like game manuals, you know. So that's funny. And then the marketplace where you can download crap that you don't need. That's all good. And these are in really good condition considering they're, you know, since they're 10 years old, they're a decade old now, and still everything's in really good condition. So everything was taken care of. That was nice. But the official Windows XP professional operating software. All right, next up we got a Play Beyond book for PlayStation 3 when they first launched this. Yes. What is this? This is when they first launched it, I think, that they're just handing these pamphlets out at the Sony store, and I just grabbed one because I really wanted a PlayStation 3. So, I mean, look, the original 60 gig PlayStations right there, you know. I still think, even after all the remodels and the you know, the redesign choices that they made, I still think the original PlayStation 3 looks better. I still think so. It looks really attractive. So, I mean, the new Xbox looks better than the original in my opinion. They didn't change the Wii at all, but it's already small can be, so, but whatever. But yeah, now they're actually going to be updating the PlayStation Store soon if you haven't actually heard. Next week they're updating the PlayStation Store to a brand new design, completely redesigned and everything like that. It looks, I actually saw a video on it like today. It looks cool. I just hope it isn't slow. Like if it's slower than the last one, then you know that's gonna suck. Hopefully it'll be decent. But if you remember back, the PlayStation Store that we have now, if you're watching this video on, you know, it's the 17th right now, right? So the PlayStation Store before this update of the PlayStation Store, it was, you know, your tiles here and your stuff, your ads right there on the side. The original PlayStation Store when the PlayStation 3 first launched, I think a lot of people were confused and a lot of people didn't like it at all. Here's a picture of it. Let me grab the camera so you guys can actually see. Here's a picture of the original PlayStation Store. It looked like that. And I think a lot of people complained about it, like because it was confusing. I think a lot of people said it was confusing. Is that good? Okay. And they had to change it. So after a year or a year and a half or something, I think it was a year, that of the PlayStation 3's launch, they actually changed the PlayStation Store to make it, you know, much more attractive. And remember, on your Xbox media bar, the PlayStation icon where, you know, the PlayStation Store is, your PlayStation Home thing, that wasn't even there. You know, it was just your internet icon and your friends list. You didn't even have the PlayStation icon. It wasn't even there. So they added that too. Yeah, that was the original PlayStation logo when you first, you know, tried to sign up. I think that still is the logo if I'm not mistaken. Not sure, but all right, moving on. Accessories, the remote for it, and then here's the actual 6-axis controller. Not the DualShock, the 6-axis. 6-axis, yes. If you actually spell 6-axis backwards, it spells 6-axis. So, but this was the PlayStation, the 6-axis controller. I wish that light actually did light up red. This button right here, if it actually lit up red, that might be cool, but it's just not. It doesn't even light up at all. Only the top lights up. So I don't know why that thing is lit up red, because it really isn't supposed to be. The PlayStation 2 memory card reader, yeah. And then that doesn't even matter anymore because like the 80 gigabyte model that I got was the last PlayStation 3 model to have backwards compatibility with PlayStation 2 games. So, well. Ads for all the different games coming out. I mean, look at this. Enhanced and 7.1 surround sound. Resistance Fall of Man. Genji, Days of the Blade, you know? I never liked the Resistance series. I just didn't. I just never got into it at all. NBA 2007. And then Call of Duty 3. Wow. I actually got Call of Duty 3, right? And I hated it. I didn't like it at all. I just didn't like it. You know, it just wasn't my. It was like one of the worst games I ever played in my opinion. Call of Duty 3. I just hated it. And when Call of Duty 4 came out, I was procrastinating. I was like, it isn't good. Everyone's like, oh, it's the best game ever, right? And I was like, no, it sucks. It's probably gonna suck just like Call of Duty 3 did, right? So I finally took a chance, and I went and I decided to play Call of Duty 4. And I was amazed. They fixed every problem that Call of Duty 3 had. I mean, you had a smooth, like really high frame rate. I'm not sure, was Call of Duty 4 60 frames? I think it may have been, not sure on that. But really good graphics, sprinting, you know. There was there proning in the last one? Oh, a grenade cooking. Like, you know, you can actually cook a grenade. Call of Duty 4 is, you may hate the Call of Duty series, but Call of Duty 4 was the last Call of Duty title that really innovated the whole game. Well, except Modern Warfare 2 kind of innovated it in a way. Because they kind of changed it around and made it much more precise. But Call of Duty 4 really innovated the first-person shooter genre as a whole. Thanks to it, we actually, sprinting is now a standard for first-person shooters. You know, sprinting, cooking grenades is now standard. You know, I mean, like all that stuff. So Call of Duty 4, I wasn't even planning on getting it because I just didn't like Call of Duty 3 at all. And then I got it, and it was like the best game ever. You know, like my pick for Game of the Year, I think, of 2000. I'd have to, I wasn't even that big into gaming at the time, so it really didn't matter. Full Auto 2, Battle Lines, and Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Gundam Crossfire, and Untold Legends Dark Kingdoms. Okay. Madden NFL 07 and 2K Sports NHL 2K7. I actually like the 2K series. Like, I think the 2K series is the best in terms of sports games. I just like the 2K series. They're just, I don't know. And I don't play sports games anymore, but if I had the choice, I would rather play 2K. Sonic the Hedgehog and Tony Hawk's Pro Project 8. All right, Sonic the Hedgehog. I heard really bad things about that game. Blazing Angels Squadrons of World War II, Ridge Racer 7. It's Ridge Racer! Ridge Racer! Need for Speed Carbon and Tiger Woods PGA Tour. And I actually got Need for Speed Carbon back on the PlayStation 2. I actually liked it, you know. It was cool because it had a bunch of cars. It was always dark and it was an open world game, I think. Need for Speed Carbon, so I liked it a lot, you know. I didn't play it on the new consoles. Fight Night Round 3 and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas when it first came out. The original Fear or First Encounter Assault Recon and MotorStorm. There. Now remember, MotorStorm came as wasn't this a launch title with the PlayStation 3? I think it was. But also it was I got the game free when I bought the 80GB, and then I sold it. I traded it in. So there you go. And then Lair, you know, Lair. So this manual is so old, or this advertising pamphlet is so old. It didn't even include the first Uncharted, but I remember Lair. This game was like the most hyped up game like ever for the PlayStation 3, and then it came out and no one gave a shit. So that game tanked, you know. But there, pamphlet. Next up, more manuals. We got my PlayStation Portable manual, my PSP manual. Now I got a PS3 the year of its launch. I want to say 2005 was it? I think it was 2005. I still have the original one, you know, that included 30 megabits or megabytes, 30 megabytes of a memory card. You know, back then that was like a good amount. That saved about 2 games. But here's the original manual for it. So, I mean, like all your diagrams. Pretty funny. Pretty funny. Then we got my place. Then here's the quick reference guide for it. It actually, you know, shows you setting up this, how you set it up. The pages are actually coming apart here because the thing's like 7 years old and it's been tossed around. So lots of stuff here. Great. Okay, here is a pamphlet for Xbox Live. Back when I was deciding which console I wanted to get. I just grabbed this because, you know, I just wanted a console. I just wanted a nice console. I really wanted to try out Halo, which I didn't really care for anymore. But here's remember the original Xbox 360 here. But then we actually have on the side choosing the console that's right for you. We have the original Xbox 360 arcade, which included the console, controller, 256 megabytes of storage, and an AV cable, a standard AV cable. All right. Then you have an the battery, the time limit stuff. I only have 3 minutes to record on like at a time, so sorry about that. But continuing where we left off, the original Xbox 360 console came with the console, the wireless controller, 60 gigabytes of storage, the standard / HD AV cable, a headset, and an Ethernet cable. All right. Oh, and this one, and if you bought the regular Xbox, it was backwards compatible with all Xbox games. So that's something to know. Then it's the Xbox 360 Elite console. You know, it includes the console in black, the controller in black, 120 gigabytes of storage, an HD or standard / HD AV cable, a black headset, an Ethernet cable, and an HDMI. It actually included an HDMI cable, which I didn't even know right now, and it is backwards compatible. But yeah, I don't think this is the original one since launch, because remember it had the 20 gigabyte console, so I think this is like the one after that. But still, all this stuff you can do. All the stuff you can do. It's funny because look, you see all these guys right now, they're all playing games, right? Look at these games, they're all playing some form of game. If this was today, you would see people playing a game, watching a movie, listening to music, and what else can you, I don't know, doing some stupid Connect thing, you know, if this was today. Because the Xbox 360, you know, Microsoft's trying to make it the console to do anything. You want to watch TV, you're going to use your Xbox 360. That's what Microsoft wants to do. They want to completely make it the home entertainment console. And back then, it was all about the games. So it's just interesting the direction they took the company in after that, you know. I mean, it's their company, whatever. Netflix, you know, back when I think Netflix was only available on the Xbox 360 for a while. When they first launched the Xbox Experience too. Look at that. That's pretty cool. It's a bunch of a pamphlet on that, and that's the thing. So Xbox stuff. The PlayStation 3 quick reference guide. I remember this thing. It was pretty cool. I just love these manuals, you know, because like they actually meant something to me. I actually have the original box. I'll show you guys the original box, too. But yeah. How to set up your console, signal strength. You mean the PlayStation 3 has Wi-Fi? It was just like Wi-Fi was like a big thing back then. I remember no one gave a shit about online the last generation, but now all of a sudden it's like a big thing. So, whatever. And then finally, the last thing, the Uncharted Drake's Fortune Strategy Guide. Why did I buy this? Because I loved the freaking game and I was a kid and I was so stupid to waste money on a game that is linear, you know? Strategy guide. This is the reason, and I said this many times before, but you know, there's always people like, wait, really? This is the reason I bought a PlayStation 3 in the first place. At the time, I was really heavily into Tomb Raider, alright? And when Tomb Raider Legend first came, if you actually subscribe to the PlayStation official magazine, they used to give you discs when they sent you the magazine, alright? And those discs would include game demos and stuff, and that's how people, you know, play demos. So I get this magazine, right, and I get to play some games early, some discs and stuff of games that weren't even out yet. It was pretty fun, you know. It's like it's you know how you can download demos and stuff like that, but you know back then on the PlayStation 2 you didn't have a PlayStation Store, so I could download discs and everything like that, or demos from the discs. And I got this disc, and it came with what was that? It was a James Bond from Russia. It came with From Russia with Love on the disc, but it also came with I can't remember, Tomb Raider Legend it came with, right? And I thought From Russia with Love was okay, right? And I saw Tomb Raider Legend, it was like, you know, they're promoting it on the disc, so I was like, I saw Tomb Raider Legend and I was like, okay, I'll find out what it is, right? It had some girl in it. I was like, oh, it's a hot girl, right? So I popped in there and I played Tomb Raider Legend. I was like, wow, you know, this game is awesome, and I couldn't wait for it. So I got Tomb Raider Legend on the PSP first, and then I got rid of it on the PSP, and then I got it on the PS2, alright? And then I got Tomb Raider Anniversary on the PS2. And then it took them a while. I finally got the PS3 and everything like that, and I got Tomb Raider Underworld on the PS3. Nowadays, I no longer own Anniversary or Legend on PS2 or Underworld on PS3. I now own, if you've been following along, I've been purchasing some old games and stuff like that. So now I own Legend, Anniversary, and Underworld all on the Xbox 360 because Legend and Anniversary, you know, like I think Tomb Raider Legend was like a launch title for the Xbox 360, and it was like it had like HD graphics and higher res textures and everything like that. So I wanted to see, you know, it was a better console to play on. But yeah, so when I first got my PS3, or when I was first looking at PlayStation 3 footage, you know, I saw this game and it said Uncharted Drake's Fortune. I was like, what is this? It looks interesting. And I started watching gameplay. I was like, wow, you know, that looks like Tomb Raider. That looks pretty cool, right? And I just started reading more about it, watching developer interviews, and this was the game that I was like, I was so excited for. You know, I couldn't wait for it. I was just, you know, this was the game that literally sold the PlayStation 3 to me. So I went out and I told my dad, I was like, you know, this game looks really cool. It comes out in November 2007. I kept hitting myself because I was like, damn, I had to wait like a month, you know, until Christmas before I can actually get it, right? Thankfully, my father got me the PlayStation 3 for Christmas 2007, and he got me that game with it, and it was a good game, you know. That's what's great, you know. It was a good game. So this is the full manual about it. For those of you who haven't played the first Uncharted, I actually still own my original copy. Let me get it really quick. It's right there. I guess I'll show you guys the game shelf again, because I actually did get a couple of games that I posted some stuff on Twitter. So this is my original copy of Uncharted Drake's Fortune, the one I got for Christmas in 2007. I still have it. As you can see, that everything's in good quality here. The manual. It even included some background art and stuff like that, you know. So I was just so excited to play, you know, to get this game, and you know, it's a good game. But for those of you who haven't played Uncharted Drake's Fortune and just played the second Uncharted and now the third one, you know, really a lot of people are gonna. Okay, Uncharted Drake's Fortune was. It's about, on your first time, it's going to take you about 10 hours, I would say, close to 10 hours. The second one was like a 12-hour campaign. It was a little bit longer. This one, you know, is like 10 hours. But this was an amazingly fun game. And I highly recommend you play this, because you can get this game for like $10 now. You know, if you go to GameStop or something, it's like $10, $20. It's cheap, and it's worth every penny. The campaign's really good. Like I said, for those of you guys who just played the second Uncharted and the third one, you won't understand that history, that character relationship between Nathan Drake and Elena, you know? So, and you know, Elena is in this game. Elena and Sully, they're all in this game. So, you need to understand, for those of you who just, you know, who are just fans of the Uncharted games, and you think to yourself, oh, I'm going to, or the second Uncharted, you know, I played the second Uncharted and now I played the third Uncharted, you know, I know the story, everything that happened with the first game. No, you really do need to play this, because this one's a lot of fun. It actually has a really good story. Like I said, they all pretty much have a really good story, but this one is really the game that graphically set the benchmark for, you know, the PlayStation 3, because at the time, Naughty Dog's always been good at graphics. I mean, that was their thing this generation, because they focused a lot on water in this game. They wanted to make the water look as realistic as possible, and they struggled. They said they struggled a lot after seeing a lot of developer interviews. They were talking about all the shaders and stuff they had to use for water, and the wet surfaces, and the character wet effects and stuff like that. Also, you know, when you move, when the character moves, that their shirt has to change in different shifts and everything like that. So when they move, it doesn't look like the shirt's just on there. It actually moves with the character. And when you're taking cover and stuff, there's all these animations. I think they were saying that there was 5,000 animations combined to make Nathan Drake move realistically. So I just, for those of you who haven't played it, please, this generation's almost over, you know. Well, on the PlayStation 3 we have like 3 more years, all right? Go out and buy this game. What the fuck are you doing, honestly? I mean, because this game is good on its own without comparing it to the rest of them. It's a good game. and you're definitely gonna you're now gonna fully realize the character relationship between Nathan Drake and Elena Fisher. So go get this game. Let me put this back. All right. So, but yeah, that is the that's the strategy guide right here. Liked it a lot. I'll show you guys the box I have, the original box I had. Hold on. So up there's all my boxes. I keep all these boxes for all my stuff, but there's the original PlayStation 3 80 gigabyte. I can't speak. 80 gigabyte box, which is actually empty. So that's pretty cool. And I have, you know, I have the PS Vita, but I barely show my closet at all. PS Vita box is right here. That's PS Vita. That's PlayStation 3. Up there's the infamous 2 Collector's Edition box. And back here is my racing wheel I got when I was really hyped for Gran Turismo 5, and then the game failed miserably to deliver any expectations whatsoever. But that's that. The Max Payne 3 Collector's Edition. There's an old pair of shoes. I don't know why, but they're up there. The Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception, and the new PS3. The box I had for the new PS3 is right there. There's actually like the box to my computer is further up there, along with like my old printer. Or actually no, the box to my computer is like under all this stuff. Like you can barely see it, but it's like dug deep in there. So, and that includes like the box to my graphics card and everything like that. So, I love boxes. I just do. So, I'll show you guys the game shelf. So I picked up a few new games since my last showcasing of this. Like I said, Borderlands 2. I picked it up. I've been playing it off and on. I actually was speaking to one of my friends, and he said that he was going to get the game on PC soon, and that he would play with me. So that's pretty awesome. Dishonored. There's something else I do want to talk about Dishonored really quick. Hold on. I wonder if you guys are interested in this, and I'll probably begin uploading these tomorrow or after you see these videos, because I'm not, this video, even though it's the 17th, I'm probably not going to be uploading this until like tomorrow, because I got to edit it first, and I'm currently not, this isn't, you know, the day where I'm at this house, but I've started recording some Dishonored gameplay. So This is my Dishonored gameplay, right, that I recorded. And I went basically, I'm going through all the levels in the game without being detected at all. It's a complete ghost playthrough of me. So I'm thinking I should upload these. It might be cool to watch. I mean, you know, I don't have commentary on them, but this is the uncompressed file. So, but I'm basically going through the whole game without being seen at all. That's my goal throughout this. And so far, I completed like a couple of the missions. Chapter 1, 2, 3. I completed three out of the, like, I don't know. I think there's 11 or something, or 9 or something. I'm not really sure, but I'll probably upload those soon after. But that's Dishonored right here. Awesome. I recently made a trip to GameStop a couple months ago, and I went and bought Heavenly Sword, which I'm actually on the last level. I just haven't beaten yet. So, but that's Heavenly Sword. I got it actually way back when I first got my PS3. I actually got that game first, or a while ago, and I just never beat it and got bored of it. So that's that. What else did I got Assassin's Creed 2 again. Hold on, I have so many games. Like, you see the shelf? I got like so many games now. It's great. Assassin's Creed 2 again, because it's the best Assassin's Creed so far in my opinion. I don't think Brotherhood or Revelations were as good as Assassin's Creed 2, but that's just me. And then I got Bad Company 2. I actually found the case for the original limited edition, which is good because I actually purchased the I purchased this game like close to its release, so I had a limited edition. That in my opinion is the best Battlefield game, but unfortunately the disc that he gave me with the limited edition is actually the Ultimate Edition. So I got the limited edition case, but the Ultimate Edition disc. Yeah. And then Castlevania. I already showed you guys Castlevania? I think I did. There's Castlevania Lords of Shadow right there. And then my friend, I let my friend borrow Portal 2, and he gave that back to me like a while ago, but yeah. Then there's all those games right there. I currently, when Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation comes out, so I accidentally pressed the stop recording button, but I should take my hand off the button, but when Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation comes out, that will be here, alright? That's going to be here. So, and I can finally turn this thing on. It's been a while since I turned this on. Great piece of technology. Great. It's awesome. It's awesome. There's just no games for it. Give me some games, you know? I want Killzone. If you've seen the Killzone footage for this game, the Killzone Vita game, if you've seen footage for it, like on trailers, the graphics look just as good as Killzone 2. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, the graphics look insanely good, so... So when those games, Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation comes out, that's going to be there. The next PS3 game I'm getting is going to be Assassin's Creed 3. Yes, the Assassin's Creed 3 is the last PS3 game I'm getting. So, you know, and then next year, I'm going to talk about, you know, as we get closer to the end of this year and then into next year, I'm going to talk about the purchases for next year, the games I'm interested in getting, what consoles I'm getting them for, you know, next year, the games that are coming out next year. So just hold on a little bit longer for that. I guess I should talk about... I guess I should talk about, something stuck in my throat. I guess I should talk about, the Far Cry 3 trailer. It's so random, you know? Hold on. Hello? Hey. Nothing? No. Nothing. She's well. No. Yes. She said he did well, so that's good. I don't believe no. No. I'm not sure. Oh, it was good. It was good. Yeah. African Safari 3D. Yes. Fuddruckers. I just stopped by McDonald's for breakfast, so I didn't have any lunch. Some pancakes and stuff. No, I just drive through. Yeah. Uh-huh. Around like 4:30. Oh yeah? Okay. It's weird. All right. Yeah. All right. No. Yeah, it's shy. All right. Okay. Bye. What the hell am I doing? You know what I was saying? I was like, I'll be back. But I said Bond, James Bond, just to be funny. But it's random, you know? I'm not gonna edit that out. I'm not fake like that. So where was I? The Far Cry 3 trailer. That's where I was, I think. Now, there's a couple of things I want to say. It is hard to do a trailer like that. I have exactly the perfect envision of what I want the trailer to be like. I already know. The problem here is trying to figure out how I'm supposed to set it up all myself, record it, getting the editing software to be cooperative, and getting it to not suck. Alright? My Far Cry 3 Voss voice test, the parody voice that I did for Voss, right? I'm still getting attention for that. It's weird. When you type in Far Cry 3 parody on the YouTube search, it's one of the first videos that comes up. Me sitting there saying, you know, did I even tell you the definition of insanity? I wasn't even trying there, so shut up. But something happened. Something great happened, actually, which further motivated me, but now I'm kind of stuck because now I'm coming towards the deadline. Far Cry 3 is going to be releasing December 4th, but something happened on that trailer parody video, alright? Someone commented on that video, and they said, "Hello, my name is Michael Mando, and I helped create and play Voss for Ubisoft. I thought you did a really good job. You have all the nuances correct. Kudos to you," basically. Michael Mando, Voss, the actual Voss guy, commented on that video. And he said that to me. And my reaction at 1 in the morning when I received this email after I was just about to go to get ready for bed, right? Go to bed after watching videos on my phone, right? My phone's flashing for an email. So I go to check the email, right? Boom, there's the comment from Michael Mando. And I read that, and this overexciting feeling just filled my body. It was like, I can't believe, you know, the actual voice actor for the guy, you know, commented, like he actually watched it, and he commented too, and he said it was good. He said it was, you know, and a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, you're just saying that. He didn't even mean it." If that was the case, you really think he would have wasted the time to comment on that video? I mean, he didn't even have to comment. I wouldn't even know if he watched it or not. I don't have a screen of every single person who watches my videos, and I'm not joking either. I'm gonna post it up right now. Far Cry 3, there it is. 2 months ago, 347 views, 24 likes, 9 dislikes, because people expect me to be perfect. I'm white, for God's sakes. There is no mix of Mexican, Russian. I mean, my heritage is German and Polish. All right. I can't do that, like that voice perfectly that people want, you know? I can't do it perfectly. I can only do the best I can do. And I am doing the best I can do. So, for those of you who haven't seen that, right? This is the video where I'm basically doing my Voss voice test. I'm doing the whole, did I ever tell you the definition of insanity, right? Did I ever tell you the definition? And it's, in my opinion, I expect perfect. But look at this. Hey man, this is Michael Mando. I played and helped create Voss with Ubisoft. Great job, very natural, and you got all the nuances. Cheers, MM. 3 people liked that. To which my reply was, wow, thanks man, that means a lot coming from you. I appreciate your feedback. Now I'm really motivated to work on this trailer. Have a good day, Cameron. And then you have the people who expect it to be perfect. Or the people who are giving me feedback. You know, some are good feedback, like this guy right here. Way too fast and doesn't sound like Voss. You got a slight bit of accent, but other than that, the sound is off. Which means I know I need to work more on the accent. That's the thing. It's just hard because I'm just a white guy, you know? I can't do like all these, like, what I can do the Russian, you know? It's a little too fast. It doesn't speak that quickly. You know, did I ever tell you the definition of insanity? You know, I can. That's fine. Does that sound fine? You know, when they first showed the trailer for Buck, you know, it was like I could. He was Australian. A lot of people were saying, why they hire an American to do an Australian voice? You know, but I guess the guy's an American. I'm not really sure. Michael Mando can do it better. Yeah, I'm sure he can. All right. And then you got my friends here, some supportive friends. The random videos, you know, Cameron, every time we talk, you do some weird ass voice. It's funny, and let me tell you, you are born to voice act. You're the next Nolan North. You know, that's a huge compliment right there. And to which Yager replies, I wouldn't go that far, but he did a pretty good job here. I think, see, I'm not sure if they're just saying that because they are my friends and I do support them, you know, and they're just trying to be nice. I hope not, you know, because I do want feedback. With all due respect, I can tell you for a fact that your voice sounds nothing like Voss, okay? I cried, man, but you're brave. You probably cried because I suck so bad. I am brave, and I put that in a comment. For me to go out here and put my face like this, yes, you know, for me to do that and go out in front of all these people, like, and just put it publicly out there, and me doing a voice, you know, and me doing some, you know, this accent that I have no knowledge of, you know, it's hard. I can do some voices. I'm good at acting. I can act. I can't, like, voice acting is difficult, you know? Like the Penguin, like in Arkham City, you know, that's Nolan North. You would never even guess that unless you had the thing come up, you know? So voice acting, I can try to do voice acting for you guys. I mean, I don't really know. Let's try it. Let's look at the voice here. See, this is, I think people like these random ass vlogs because I just do this, but you know, I can just talk about anything. And sometimes I have some good points to talk about. That is important. Just posting up there, it's important. So, what's this, okay, what voice? Let's talk, okay, let's listen to the Far Cry 3 Savage shit. Let's get off of my smirk face. You might know, yes. You might know, yes. Do the Angry Joe thing. You might know, yes. My Far Cry 3 Savages trailer. There we go. This is a really good trailer, by the way. By the way, YouTube what the hell is this? All your videos are here now. Much more confusing. Fuck you, ad. You don't make any sense. I'm showing an ad in a video that's gonna have an ad on it. So I should get double the amount for this video. This is what, Forza Horizon? I think it is. That's the car they have in Forza Horizon. Yeah, Forza Horizon. That had nothing to... Where's the gameplay? I just saw a car. Thank you, Microsoft. Alright. Because we're winners, we watched in 720p HD. Right. But you had the voice...
When you first looked at
here's the voice for Boss.
Hey, mate.
The voice for Boss.
Hey, mate. It's Buck here. When you first looked at my face, what did you see? A maniac? A psychopath? A savage? Down here, mate. You eat what you kill.
See, I can try. Because now I'm afraid, like, if I mess up, then I'm gonna have, like, you know what's great about my channel is that I don't have trolls, really. I don't have people who consistently watch and thumbs down my videos. Of course, me saying that, someone's gonna thumbs down this video. But I have a really good amount of supporters, which allow me to better myself and really take in a lot of considerable, nice feedback. Not this, you suck, tell me why I suck, please. If you think I suck, tell me why I suck. That's all you need to do, you know? So, alright. Hey mate, it's Buck here. When you first looked at my face, what did you see? A maniac? A psychopath? A savage? Down here, you eat what you kill. Is that what he said? Like,
Hey, mate. It's Buck here. When you first looked at my face, what did you see, eh? A maniac? A psychopath?
and then what did he say after that?
Oh, a savage?
Down here, mate, you eat what. Wait, I freaking pressed my neck. I put my fist on my neck and that screwed me up completely. Like, down here, mate, you eat what you kill. The jungle doesn't care who you are or where you're from. It has rules. See? Alright, that's me trying. That's me actually trying. Of course, if I had more time, I could probably master it, so.
The jungle doesn't care who you are or where you came from.
Or where you came from, you know? So, and then you have bosses in Semi Voice like at the beginning of the trailer. This is a great trailer, by the way. This is like one of my favorite trailers for the game.
See, the thing is, I was gonna ransom you.
Yeah, that, see, the thing is, I was going to ransom you, but then you started killing my men. Now the only way to get rid of you is to erase you completely. See, and then we have, what else? See, since we're getting into voice acting now, isn't this great? The penguin. The penguin's hard, alright? I could do okay at it, but that is one hard voice. I had to find a scene. Penguin. Batman. Arkham City. Penguin.
First brew.
Oh no, it's an ad. Get the hell off my YouTube. Why don't you have an ad blocker, Industrial Gamer? It's because I'm using Google Chrome and I'm not an asshole.
Hey, what's happening, gamers? It's Caitlin here.
Okay, since this guy is it is his video. Go check him out. I don't even know who he is, but it's his video, so I have to give him credit. Like, focus. It's called. Oh wait, hold up. There we go. It's trying. Nightwing 01. Nightwing 01. That's a 01. Alright, so it's there. I gave him a shout out so he doesn't say, hey, you're putting my video off your channel. He might just say that anyway. I just want to see the penguin. Like, what's a line from the penguin? Alright, here's a trailer. Here's a trailer dedicated to Penguin. Oh, it's like, your family destroyed mine, Wayne. See, how did that go? Ah, you remember me. I'm touched. Boom. You broke my bloody hand. See, these are voices that, you know, are extremely difficult to do. You know, it's just, these are hard voices. There are hard voices. Here, let's see if I can actually do it.
Wait till Penguin's done with it. Penguin's in it.
I don't want to see that. Just show me the penguin, damn it.
Help me. But now I'm all me. You here for the cops? All me.
That's a good line. Like, you here for the cops or me? See, I'm trying right now. I hope it's at least decent so you can actually listen.
Look around you. This horrible bunch of psychopaths are all begging to join up with me. But unfortunately for them, I only take the best. And today, best means whoever can kill you.
Oh.
Welcome to hell!
Yeah. People said when I did like my Bruce Wayne, like Dark Knight voice, like I sounded more like Harvey Dent. When I did like my really like rough, like my gruffy voice, like when I'm trying to say like Harvey Dent hates Catwoman. All right, in Arkham City at least. That's I'm just referencing off of Arkham City. So, Two-Face. They were saying in that level, you know, he would always scream for what's, you know, for Catwoman. I'm trying to. What would I say? Okay, if I was Two-Face, what would I say to Catwoman? Fuck you, bitch. Something like that. So I don't know. I gotta think of something to say. It's hard because now I don't want to say something stupid, but do the voice, you know? Like, here, I'll read this stupid American Horror Story Asylum. American Horror Story Asylum. Alright. That's a hard voice to do. Someone bring me her head! Like that. See, I can sit here and do this all day. But that's, this is just another reason why people watch my videos. Binary Domain Review, great game. Why did you not buy Binary Domain? Why? Why? See. Alright, what else to talk about? So anyway, that's what I just took voice acting from Far Cry 3 trailer. So anyway, thing is I'm trying to be an acceptable voice for Boss, you know, because this thing like see the thing is I was going to ransom you, but then you started killing my men. Now the only way to get rid of you is to erase you completely. Did you really think you could escape my island? You know, it's a hard voice. I can do it if I'm talking softly, like really softly. But when I'm like trying to like yell, it goes back to like my normal voice, you know. There's a difference between me saying, the thing is, or the thing is, you know, that's not like the thing is, or the thing is, I was going to ransom you. You know? So I still gotta work on it, because I know when people are gonna watch this, yes, it's only coming from me. I'm the only one working on this. I don't have anyone else. But I'm a perfectionist. When I'm putting work into something, it better be damn right the best thing I've ever done, you know? So, especially something like this, which I know people are gonna watch. I still, first of all, I did a parody trailer before. Me and Lives on Luck. Or is it Portigator, or is it Living on, I don't even know anymore, you know? We did a, remember the, why have your comments here, and why not have it over there? It's stupid. Oh, by the way, people use it. Oh, someone said it was cute, thank you. So if I post it up, Modern Warfare 3. The parody, here it is, the parody trailer. Where is it? This one. The parody. Why does this not have like 10,000 views? Someone answer me that. Watch this thing and tell me if it's not great. For those of you who haven't watched it yet.
You bought it once. You bought it twice.
Fucking ad.
Buy it again. Play it one more time.
I still laugh at it today because it's so great.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, product not yet rated.
Oops, I started again. I still laugh at it because this is great. Is this not great? This is like an idea that's just awesome. I don't care about your Howard Bourbon vacation. I'm sorry, but how does this trailer not get all these views? It's like amazing. I mean, that was a great idea, wasn't it? I just think no one knew about it. I think everyone like looked it up and like no one really did anything. 761 views, that's small for a trailer that's like this. And this is brilliant. Any person can watch this at any time of the day and just laugh. You know? It was just hilarious. That's all I need to say. I mean, I need to capture something like that again. I need this. I need to do something to capture that moment, to capture that, you know, that feeling of just brilliant humor, all right? You bought it once, yes you did. You bought it twice, yes you did. Now buy it again. Like, that was perfect. Buy it again. It was just a fantastic, fantastic trailer, or voice, and especially voice work on my part, because that was like my hardcore, like roughy voice, you know. So, all right. Well, I think this has been a pretty productive. The voice is cool. Good work by both of you. Haha, I totally agree with you. See, I think you guys should come out. Awesome. I just don't. Why does it not have more? Why does it not have more comments? Only 6 comments. Why? You know, it just some stuff baffles me. Some stuff just baffles me.
You bought it once.
it's great. I mean, and you could watch this like over and over again. It's still hilarious. I swear, Howard Berman, I'm not gonna vote for you if you keep doing that. Like, who are you? Why is he low? Why? Oh, Pi's taking 100.
Why? It's again.
See, that's brilliant right there. If you don't think that's brilliant, then please, like, I think that's just awesome. That's all. So, in conclusion to this random ass vlog, we had to explore this monstrous pile of crap that I'm gonna find somewhere to put now. In addition to that, I also give you guys a good overview on the Far Cry 3 stuff and currently the problems that I'm facing. To be honest, I just don't think it's gonna be good enough. I mean, I'm not quitting, and I don't want to, because I caused hype over this for a while. I had this idea since June, alright, for this Far Cry 3 trailer. It's been like 3 months later. It's not, I haven't done anything with it. I need to find something else to do with this. I just need, it needs to be good. That's all. And I'm striving I'm striving for perfection here. I just want it to be good so you guys can sit there and say, wow, here's someone who actually, you know, who put a lot of hard work in. It really paid off. This was a magnificent trailer. Not like, oh yeah, this is a funny trailer coming from him, you know. But this is a magnificent trailer. I mean, look, he did the voice acting really good, you know. It's just stuff like that. It's like what? I'm gonna get Michael Mando to come over here and do this short thing? Yeah, maybe for 10 grand. But seriously. I appreciate that he put that comment though. That was really helpful. So, but that's all. Thank you guys for tuning in for another random ass vlog. I really appreciate it. You guys are, again, you're the reason, you know, why I'm able to do all of this. You're such a supportive group. It's funny because I have a tribute speech coming up and I don't know who to do it on. Really, I can just do it on all of you guys, but that's kind of cheesy, you know. I mean, because it's supposed to be like one person. We saw a speech today. I saw a speech today, a tribute speech. Someone did it on Bruce Wayne. You know, that was their person who inspired them to do most. But really, it's because of your unconditioned and infinite amount of support, you know, and really care and all that stuff that you guys allow me to put out content, you know. I mean, I honestly can say I love what I do, you know. I love doing this stuff. I love acting like a complete fool on camera sometimes, but at the same time, I also like personally talking with you guys, you know. More serious videos and stuff like that I really enjoy doing, you know, that just have a personal connection, so with you guys. But really, I want to thank you all for all the stuff, all the support that you guys have done. You know, it was my 4-year anniversary on the 5th of October. I had the stream going. It went really successful, so I definitely do want to do other streams in the future. But that's all for now. Until when another random ass vlog come out, this is it. So, alright, I'll see you guys later. I heard something, a noise. That's why I stopped. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Goodbye.